And hello again, Tropics fans. Welcome to the latest edition of Tropics Weekly. We like to thank our sponsors right off the top, of course, Bond Clinic, and this week Devoted Health Plans, their second season with the UPSL Tropics, and you can check out all their great offerings at devoted.com. Joined by a very friendly face and a familiar face to Tropics fans, especially on the outdoor side. It's Pedro Ivo Dias, here to talk about the Tropics 4-1 start and what's left for the regular season, at least in the UPSL. But first, let's talk about you, Pedro. And I've asked all the guys that we've talked to in the recent weeks how they've gotten through the pandemic, what they did during the summer to stay in shape and and play some soccer if possible. So how have you handled it all going back to the spring?
Yes, Brian, it was like an interesting phase, but we tried to stay in shape, try to practice at home, online workouts, try to, use the living room and a little bit of space and go to the gym if it was possible. We kind of made a gym at home, but that's what's the only thing that we did to try to stay in shape and maintain a little bit with what we have.
And you started the season in late September and with not a lot of training time together as a team. How difficult has it been to kind of get that transition going and get back into that team play that I think we really saw on full display for the first time maybe in that win over PSC a couple weeks ago? Yeah,
it was definitely a challenge for us because even though the team didn't change as much from last season, and a lot of our guys were out, including myself, for a long time. I came out of ACL surgery, and plus the pandemic, so I was out for a long time. The whole team as well, so we were not in shape, but we had to work hard and try to get back as soon as we could to go back to our level. Which we're getting there. We're not there yet, but we're coming close.
When you say you weren't in shape, you weren't in soccer shape. You weren't in bad shape like somebody like me, but yeah, you weren't in soccer shape.
Yeah, soccer shape for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do to duplicate or replicate that except just get out and play, right?
Exactly. We just have to get out and play with each other, connect a pass, a combination. You lose a little bit of your touch and the dribbling, the timing. But that's what I mean, like not in shape. That's what I mean.
We don't have a game from last weekend to talk about, but let's go back 2 weeks ago to that PSC Conquistadors win, a 4-1 win. Really thought it was easily your best performance as a group the whole season. Talk about the mindset of being more aggressive, and it seemed like for a couple of those home games there was lots of possession, lots of passing, but maybe not a great plan or purpose with all of that. It seemed to kind of change against PSC, and you played with, it seemed to us, at least on the outside, a more aggressive approach to the offense and more purpose to what you were doing with the ball. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair, Brian. I agree with you. Again, we were coming out of a loss, and that hit us pretty hard. We were a long time, that we were a long time without a loss, including
forever.
Indoor, outdoor. And that hit us pretty hard. And maybe it was a wake-up call for us and say, look, we got to perform, we got to improve, we got to push, we got to kick it up a little bit. So I think we were more aggressive on that game. We had more hunger to go and try to score, even though we got scored pretty early. Mm-hmm. That was a little bit scary for us, but as soon as the game started, we knew that we were up for the challenge. And I think it definitely was our best performance so far.
Yeah, no question. And no question, too, we've talked about this with some of the other guys, that the Tropics this season are truly the hunted. I mean, you had never lost, literally, in the UPSL before that game against Dragon City. Do you like that? Do you like kind of being the hunted as opposed to the hunter?
Personally, I do. I think, if you're the hunter, it means that you're good and you're doing well, you're doing your job. And I think that fits our team, that fits our style, fits our club. And we have to get used to that and wear that embrace that, look, we're going to be the hunter, we're going to be up for the challenge. So I'm okay with that personally.
Let's look ahead. Sunday, Sporting Tampa Bay is in town to finish out what is a 5-game homestand. So basically, a home game Sunday, the 1st of November, then the entire rest of the month on the road with some big rematches. Dragon City is in there. Winter Haven United, which should be a lot of fun. That was it was maybe not the most fun game to play in the rain, but really an entertaining and competitive game. And I know fans we'll be looking forward to that one on November 21st over in Winter Haven, and obviously not a very far trip for fans or the team to make, so I'm sure we'll have a good crowd for that one. Going on the road now after literally being home for a whole month, does that change anything, and what are the goals now going forward?
Yeah, we have this last home game of the stretch on Sunday. Hopefully the crowd's going to be nice. We're going to be out there. We're ready to go.
It's supposed to be beautiful weather, so.
Beautiful weather, so that's good for us, good for the fans. So we're ready to go. Hopefully we're going to close this home stretch with a win. That's what we're looking for. After that, we don't really talk after the following game, but after they have a sequence away, I mean, it doesn't have to change for us. We should play in the same style. We should go for teams. We should press high. We should try to keep the ball and create chances. But it's definitely not ideal because we don't have our fans with us. But the mentality is going to be the same for the next away games as well.
You'll have a few fans that'll travel. The away games aren't that far away, fortunately. So Sarasota for Dragon City, and of course, as we said, Winter Haven in there. So an opportunity for Tropics fans to still get out to games, even though it won't be at Lake Myrtle. But that's where we will be this Sunday. The kickoff is 6 o'clock against Sporting Tampa Bay. And if you can't get to Lake Myrtle for the game, don't forget you can always check out the Tropics YouTube channel, and that game will be streamed live, as all the games will be for the rest of the 2020 fall UPSL season. Pedro, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Tropics Weekly. Many thanks, as always, as we say, to Bond Clinic and to Devoted Health Plans. You can check out all their information at devoted.com. We hope to see you Sunday out at Lake Myrtle. If not, we hope to see you on the YouTube channel for the broadcast. And until next time, have a great week, everybody.